Hi, my name is ColdBeer, and let's start with Outbreak Island. Outbreak Island. A cryptic message from your missing father leads you to a remote island shrouded in dark secrets. Once it was the site of secret experiments, and now each night it is haunted by a strange mystical beam that reactivates abandoned machines and awakens horrific monsters. So you will need to find out what really happened here, and what part did your father play in it. Was he some crazy mastermind and took everything with him when the experiment failed, or was he just a victim? Did he know how to make potato salad? All these questions are circling in your head as you go and search for answers. So this is a survival exploration game set in a strange post-apocalyptic environment, and your best friend here is your car. Without it, exploration is not as fun, so you will upgrade and customize it to enhance power, durability and how it looks. Just don't forget to refuel, or you might find yourself stranded when you need it the most. And you don't want what will happen when the night falls, especially because during the night mutated creatures awakens from their slumber and are ready to tear apart anything in their path, and somehow you are always in their path. That is not fair. Anyway, a very promising game, worthy of your attention. Ravenswatch. The nightmares here are like your ex, spreading and corrupting everything in their path, so you must hone your skills and find the strength to defeat the creatures of the nightmare, using unique hero abilities inspired by characters from folk tales and legends. Yeah, you can choose one of the well-known heroes, such as the Red Hood, Beowulf, or even Aladdin, and hack and slash your way through hordes of monsters. If you played Curse of the Dead Gods, you will be pleased to know that these are the same developers. If you didn't know the game, check it out. It's one of the best hack and slash roguelites inspired by Hades, and Ravenswatch kinda follows a similar visual style as Curse of the Dead Gods and lets you play alone or in a team of up to 4 players co-op. Herdling. Here you will head out on a grand alpine expedition with a herd of cute beasts. You will ascend a mountain path, encounter eerie dangers and obstacles, and forge your way to the mystery at the summit. You will have to guide and protect a motley herd of weird animals while traversing mountainscapes, fog-infused forests, snowy plains, and forgotten valleys. At the same time, practice your herding skills and navigate a wide range of challenges, threats, and easy-to-solve environmental puzzles. Well, easy to solve, definitely not for everyone. Don't ask how I know that. So this game is an emotional, wordless tale of trust, survival and companionship where you will have to cross through a fallen world. It is an amazing game without a doubt, but there is one big flaw. It's like your pee-pee. And by that I mean very short. The main story will take you only around 3 hours to finish. So this game is more like a long movie than a game, but a masterpiece, no doubt. The Thaumaturge. This is an isometric, story-rich, turn-based combat RPG. The year is 1905. The city of Warsaw lives under the rule of imperial hands. Its inhabitants constitute a diverse group of different ancestries, views and beliefs with often conflicting interests: soldiers, merchants, simple townspeople and more. Despite the circumstances, the city is a buzzing metropolis where you can attend a breathtaking party with the high society and later get robbed in one of the dark alleys. Well, sounds like any city today, but there is a catch. You are some kind of a warlock, a Thaumaturge as they are called here, because you inherited the power to tame magical entities. You will utilize their mystical abilities to discover secrets hidden within the human soul and speak to the darkness itself. People are saying that the game has a great story, has complex but easy to learn combat, and is set in a relatively open world. The only flaw here, in my eyes, is that the game is set in Poland and not in ColdBeer, but no one is perfect. Doors Paradox. Have you ever played the game named The Room? This is basically the same. You'll try to search for clues, click on things, unlock various drawers, attach pipes, melt uranium, and do many other crazy things in order to unlock the doors to the next level, which will contain more doors. Yeah, here you'll find 58 door puzzles, set in 13 unique realms. The puzzles are not very hard. I played the demo, you can also try it on Steam for free, and I don't think I was seriously stuck in any place. But I have to warn you, the game is actually addictive. I just wanted to solve one door to make an impression about the game, but I spent an hour or so solving puzzle after a puzzle. Game is really satisfying and well made. Forgive Me Father 2. This is not just a boomer shooter, this is a Lovecraftian boomer shooter. After the financial success of the first part, which was absolutely amazing, they made another, probably even better game. You'll journey once again into a malevolent world inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's legends, where madness awaits on every corner. You will embark on a dangerous mission as you continue the story of the character from the first game. Although you don't have to play the first part to enjoy the second. It's a shooter, not a visual novel, it's an absolutely standalone title. The game is very beautiful, retro-modernistic, with dark, comic-like art and gloomy, menacing atmosphere. And oh, monsters you kill often turn into a bloody mist of organs and bones, and that is a very satisfying thing to experience. Core Keeper. Drawn to a mysterious relic, you are an explorer who awakens in an ancient cavern of creatures, resources and trinkets. Here you will mine relics and resources to build your base, craft new equipment, survive and power up the core. Of course, you will need to defeat giant monsters, discover hidden secrets, farm crops, cook new recipes and explore a procedurally generated underground world in a mining sandbox adventure for 1 to 8 players. And I can for sure say that this is a good game. On Steam you will find above 90% positive reviews left by tens of thousands of players who bought the game. Also, I must mention that Core Keeper is way more fun in multiplayer mode, so grab your imaginary friend and dive into adventures together. Risk of Rain 2. Everyone who played Risk of Rain 2 can agree on one thing: it plays way better than it looks, meaning that everything you are seeing now to you looks like a graphic gibberish of some sort, but if you take control of the hero, everything changes immediately. The game has 96% of positive reviews left by hundreds of thousands of players who bought the game. You can't argue with that. So here you'll fight your way to the final boss and escape, or continue your run indefinitely to see how long you can survive. A unique scaling system means that both you and your foes limitlessly increase in power over the course of the game. People on Steam are talking that Risk of Rain 2 is a bit unfriendly for new players. It will take time for you to adapt, so be prepared for that. It won't guide you by your hand or penis.
Oxygen not included.
Here you will find that scarcities of oxygen, warmth and everything else are constant threats to your colony's survival. You will guide colonists through the perils of subterranean asteroid living and watch as their population grows until they are not simply surviving but thriving. You know, like Bear Grylls in nature, except here you don't need to drink your own piss. Though you can do that if you want in real life, I'm not judging you. So here, just like in Dungeon Manager games, everything in your space colony is under your control. From excavation to resource allocation, right down to plumbing and power systems. Resources will begin depleting with your first breath, so be sure to dig fast if you want to live. Your inhabitants each have different and potentially destructive ways of reacting to stress, so be sure to always keep them happy, whatever the cost. Or they will all go amok and you will have to start over again. The Last Spell. This is a tactical RPG with roguelite elements, in which you have to defend a city against a hordes of deadly enemies. During daytime you will have to prepare your heroes and carefully choose how to rebuild your haven and position your defenses. Over the night you will use all your skills, traps and weapons to exterminate all the monsters coming at your walls. It won't be easy.
It's not your sister.
Then in your spare time you will heal, level up and repeat until the magic seal is broken. The game has similarities to the Billions. The only difference here is the game is turn-based and not an RTS, so you can carefully plan your every move, although that doesn't mean that it is an easier game. By contrary, the game even feels unfairly difficult from the start. But as you play you get more and more cool stuff you can use against your enemies and you start feeling like a boss. That won't be for long, believe you me, difficulty spikes are quite common here, although they are all conquerable. The game seems to know what your limits are, and people who tried The Last Spell really liked it. On Steam it has around 90% of positive reviews. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.